Hello everybody, my name is Lexi Jensen and this is my presentation for my capstone project. So, my capstone project was to revamp the crash cart at my surgery center, to check for organization, and to update medications in order to be better prepared for emergency situations. So, when I approached my mentor for ideas, she suggested this project because the cart hadn't been updated in almost 5 years. So this project served to benefit the organization as well as myself because I am a new nurse and I hadn't yet solidified my emergency medication knowledge. So this really helped grow my knowledge in acute nursing. I chose my mentor because she had access to the keys of the cart. She knew the person who previously updated the cart, and then she is the one who had the most experience on the unit. And she is the director of nursing and has been for almost 8 years. My overall goals for the project were to separate old medications, add new protocols, and then use color-coded charts based on evidence-based practice. So the environment of my project took place at an outpatient surgical center in southern Utah, and it specifically focused on the remodification of resources in the post-anesthesia care unit, also known as PACU, and then specifically focused on the crash cart and emergency protocols. Schedule-wise, the timeline started on January 11th, 2024, when I started researching optimization of crash carts in the surgical setting. February 2nd, I was able to meet with my mentor and to go over the crash cart together. On February 6th, I had created a document to help organize which supplies were needed to order for the new crash cart. February 14th, all the supplies had been ordered. February 15th, I created and printed off new color-coded labels for the cart. The 16th, I reconciliated the medications with the CRNA. And then by February 20th, I had the whole crash cart emptied, restocked, and reorganized. On March 1st, I then had the new staff training to show where supplies were in the new crash cart. So issues with my project, I had a little bit more difficult time managing my timeline. I had to change my deadlines multiple times. The first reason was because my mentor went out of town unexpectedly, so we had to reschedule our meetups. And then the second reason is I experienced some medical issues, so I had to adjust my schedule there as well. And then lastly, I had a lot of supplies for the crash cart delay in shipping, and so it just took longer to get the needed supplies. The fourth and final issue with the project was that a lot of the crash cart material was from 2015 to 2017, so it was a little bit harder to find resources that were from 2019 on. So that was one issue that I hadn't expected to see. Collaborating with my preceptor, my mentor was extremely supportive and helpful. They were willing to stay for extra hours to help me organize the crash cart. They also helped me orient myself to the administrative side of the clinic a little bit better. It was really nice to have somebody who has been there for over 15 years because she really helped guide me through the learning process of what the cart needed to have and what it didn't have, and how to proceed with hiccups that might have come up. There are lots of decisions that we had to make together, my preceptor and I. So the first one is we had to decide which supplies we wanted to discard, and then also how to reorganize it so it wouldn't jam when you keep opening and shutting the drawers. We looked at different organization techniques and labels and color-coded sheets. We also went through the beta blockers together, and we tried to sort. We had like 5 different beta blockers in the cart, so we tried to just pick 1 or 2. And then we also ordered new gloves and EKG holders for the outside of the cart. And then we just cleaned it together and discarded all of the outdated or expired supplies. So my first goal with the project was to perform an assessment of the crash cart medications and supplies. The second was to make a revised cart layout using evidence-based practice and research methods. And then my third goal was to restock the crash cart and then train the new staff on the updates. So, evaluating my project, there was a few benefits to the surgical center. This had been put off for quite a few years, and no one has seemed to be able to have the time to do it. So it benefited the surgical center. It also benefited the patients who came through the surgical center. We were just more adequately prepared for emergencies and potential to save their life. And then having the crash cart amped with more evidence-based medicine, so we can expect more positive outcomes in the future. Benefit to my professional growth, this project, first of all, provided me with real-world experience conducting research and implementing evidence-based practice in an actual healthcare facility. It helped me also improve my own experience of being the person in charge, and it also helped me be able to handle high-stress situations. So stressful situations was not my thing before this project, and it was really nice to be able to pick each supply or medication up and look at it and study it and read why am I even using this medication right now. Lastly, just knowing the ins and outs of the medical equipment on the crash cart helped me to be more professional in my nursing career. Leadership skills. I gained 4 main leadership skills during the completion of my project. The first was creativity. I used research and innovative thinking to improve the crash cart. There wasn't a point-by-point layout, exactly directions on how to make the crash cart useful. So I had to use my creative side and figure out what was best. The second thing is flexibility. I gained this skill because I just had to reschedule inventory checks just from the vacations that were scheduled, etc. So I had to be flexible in order to stay on track. Third skill I gained was adaptability. I had to adjust plans when faced with unexpected challenges, like the supplies being delayed. And then the last leadership skill was positivity, just maintaining a positive attitude to help keep the team motivated and focused on our end goal. Is a huge leadership skill that I will take with me in the future. In conclusion, I was able to successfully reassemble the crash cart following my outline plan and research. I received positive feedback from the director of nursing and the rest of the surgical nursing staff. And then I was able to update them on the cart and educate them on the changes that were made. And then we were able to use different medications that were more up to date on current research. Overall, all of these changes made a successful reassembled crash cart. In the future, I will be more prepared to collaborate with managers and have more confidence to improve healthcare, even if I don't have as much experience or knowledge as I think I need to have in order to implement change. Working to improve emergency medicine resources empowers nurses, and it boosted my self-confidence. As I became more familiar with the crash cart's contents, layout, and functionality, I just feel more confident in my ability to handle emergency situations effectively. Overall, this confidence translates into improved communication during emergencies, and decision-making with team members, and overall performance and knowledge in high-stress environments. By conducting an assessment of the crash cart and supplies, updating the crash cart layout based on evidence-based practice and research, this project was successful. So, thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you all have a great day.